hello again and welcome to another Hyperion Morning. Happy Monday, everybody, says with a giant question mark. Hopefully you had a great weekend. Hopefully it went excellently for you, whether you got out, had some fun, whether you stayed in, relaxed, took it easy, doesn't matter. Hopefully it was a glorious weekend for you. Now we're here on Monday, never easy, but we're going to get through it, and we're going to get through it together and get through this week together. Welcome to it. It is Monday, April 27th, 2026. What are we talking about on this day? Well, first of all, good morning, Laquan. Good to see you. Happy Monday. I am doing well. Hopefully you were doing well as well. So yes, this was fun for us yesterday in our home, yesterday morning. I don't know if you saw this post on social media that we put out, but yesterday morning, we had an eagle drop by our neighborhood, right by our house. Yeah. I've mentioned it in the past that when we moved to Florida, I never expected to be that person that absolutely loves every different type of bird we see. And I've really become that person. Like we see so many different and unique birds since we've moved here. But this is the first time we've had an eagle drop by. We know there are eagles in Florida. We've seen bald eagles in Florida, just not near our home. So yesterday morning, got up and over on the house across the way from us, there was a giant bird. So I got out of the binoculars, took a look at it. And the more I was looking at it, I'm like, I think that's an eagle. I really do. Then it came down and landed on the ground and was hopping around. I was able to definitely tell for sure. And then funnily enough, I was taking a video of it to try and kind of show it just walking around. And when I did it, it just happened to be the exact time that it took off and started to fly away. So I was able to get a good video of it flying, and it was really, really cool. Really, really fun. So yeah, that was exciting. I thought that was pretty amazing. And I don't know for sure. It looked very much like a golden eagle, which are rare for Florida. Sometimes they make appearances, but they're extremely rare. They're more Western birds, not Eastern birds, especially Southeastern birds. But when looking at pictures, it looked very similar. However, it could have been a very young bald eagle whose head has not gone white yet. Not sure completely, but either way, it was really, really cool. Really, really fun thing to see on a Sunday. So I wanted to share that with you on this day. But yeah, that was amazing. Amazing. Nature, right? So fun. So fun. What else are we talking about on this day? Well, I just told you a little bit of a story. Well, today happens to also be National Story Day. Whoops, let me move that and get this in here. Where did you go? There we go. Oh boy, it's a Monday. It's National Tell a Story Day. I just told you a little bit of a story. It is National Tell a Story Day. So yeah, get out there and tell a story today, whether you're telling a story about your life or something in general or something fictional or fun, whether you're reading somebody else's story, whether you're watching somebody else's story. If you are a storyteller, thank you to all the storytellers that are out there that do amazing things. We have so many, of course, within Disney, but so many different areas that tell us great stories. Today is Tell a Story Day. So tell a story. Tell a story. Just make it be fun. Let's do a fun story today for sure. Absolutely. What else are we talking about on this day? Well, maybe you could tell a story about gummy bears because it is National Gummy Bear Day. Yeah, gummy bears date back all the way to 1922. That's when they first kind of debuted. They were created by the Haribo company, which still creates gummy bears to this day. Hans Rieger was the person who owned that company and helped create the gummy bears, and now they're famous. Everybody who didn't grow up eating gummy bears, and sometimes maybe you haven't grown up so much that you enjoy gummy bears now. Yeah, gummy bears are fantastic and wonderful. I'm not the hugest gummy bear aficionado, but I respect them, and I'm probably not going to turn one down if they're around for sure. Or you wanted to talk about telling a story, maybe you can watch the fantastic Disney's afternoon series, The Adventures of the Gummy Bears on Disney Plus. Goes back to the 90s. Of course, some of those great Disney afternoon shows, and The Adventures of the Gummy Bears was one of them. So yeah, National Gummy Bears Day. Maybe you go out and get a little nostalgia or some gummy bears. Looking for a little bit more nostalgia and a sweet treat? Well, how about a devil dog? Today is National Devil Dogs Day. Do you know what devil dogs are? Devil dogs are devil's food cake, so a chocolate devil food cake filled with vanilla cream, a delicious, wonderful snack cake. Yummy, fantastic. I kind of want one right now, even though it's so early. Sounds pretty good to me. I haven't had a devil dog. I don't know when the last time I had a devil dog is. Been a long time, but they are very, very good. And I would kind of like one right now. Yeah. These date back actually 100 years. Yeah. They date back to 1926 was when the devil dogs first became created. And actually, this also refers to the Marine Corps and Marine units from the United States that were kind of nicknamed the devil dogs back in World War I. So that's part of it as well. But I like to think of it as a snack cake because yum, right? Yum. I would love one of those devil dogs right now. Maybe you're looking for something heartier, something more of a meal, so maybe something more of a heavy, but really, really exquisite meal. It is National Prime Rib Day. You like prime rib? I do. I do. I do not have it very often. I guarantee you I will have some on our Disney cruise coming up here in a couple months because that's usually where I get it. I did have it not that long ago on when we were out in California for our Walt's LA tour. And we stopped by the Tam O'Shanter, which is famous for their prime rib. And we had some there. Interesting thing about prime rib is that many, many restaurants will call something prime rib, but they're not necessarily prime rib. Might be roast beef. Doesn't mean it's not great. No, it can be fantastic just as it is. But prime rib technically needs to be made from USDA prime cuts of meat. So yeah, if you want a real prime rib, it needs to be USDA prime, which means it has the right fat content and the right growth and everything. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't, don't judge it too badly if you get something from a restaurant that is more roast beef, more like a rib roast. Still delicious, still wonderful, still enjoyable. How do you like your prime rib? I like mine with a little au jus and definitely with some horseradish. Not a lot, just enough to add a little bit of flavor to it. But I do love it. I love prime rib. Another thing, wish I could have some right now, but I will definitely be having some in a couple months on our Disney cruise. Maybe you have some prime rib or some devil dogs or some gummy bears on your birthday today. If it is your birthday, a very happy birthday to you. Again, April 27th, 2026. Here are some of the fantastic people you celebrate your birthday with, and they are all amazing singer, songwriters, producers, sometimes actors. We'll start with the amazing Sheena Easton. She turned 67 today, born this day in 1959, had many, many hits over the years, including starting off with 9 to 5, which was renamed Morning Train because Dolly Parton released her song 9 to 5 at the same time, and so they didn't want to confuse anybody. Not that you confuse either of those songs, but just to be sure when you see the title, you knew what we were talking about. Also, she did one of the greatest themes for the James Bond films, For Your Eyes Only, amazing song. And then she kind of maybe she hooked up, but connected with Prince. And then she kind of changed her style a little bit, but she still had some more amazing hits like Strut, Sugar Walls. She's won a couple Grammys. She is phenomenal. And Laquan, you're still there. She is also been in Phineas and Ferb. Yes, she played the voice of Doofenshmirtz's girlfriend in Shea Platypus, the one she sings Evil Love with Doofenshmirtz. And she's also lent her voice to a couple other songs as well, including Perry the Teenage Girl. You know that song. Anyway, yeah, so she has some Phineas and Ferb / Disney ties as well. Amazing. Happy birthday to her. Happy birthday to the leader of Fall Out Boy, the great pop punk band, like great lead singer, musician, songwriter, producer, Patrick Stump. He turns 42 today, born this day in 1984. Yes, I love Fall Out Boy. So many great songs from Fall Out Boy. They have 4 top 10 Billboard charting hits. They've been nominated for Grammys a couple times, have received other awards, have been nominated for many other awards. And yeah, I love Fall Out Boy. Their music is phenomenal. And one of their songs was included in a Disney movie. That's right. Immortals was, of course, in Big Hero 6, one of the key songs in Big Hero 6. Happy birthday to him. Finally, last but definitely not least, happy birthday to Lizzo. She turns 38 today, born this day in 1988. Singer, songwriter, rapper, sometimes actress. Yes, she's won 4 Grammy Awards, has had many, many hits. She has actually a Guinness World Records for the longest song at #1 for a female rapper. That's right. Yeah. Also, yes, she has made appearances both as herself in many television shows and movies and as other characters, including she was in an episode of The Mandalorian, as well as she lent her voice to the episode of The Simpsons. Amazing. Happy birthday to her. She's phenomenal. They're all phenomenal. Happy birthday to her. Happy birthday to all of them. And again, if it's your birthday, a very happy birthday to you. Please celebrate. Even though it's Monday, you can celebrate the heck out of it, and you should. Absolutely, 100%. Shameless self-promotion time. We did have a new episode drop just yesterday. Hopefully you've had a chance to download it and listen to it, because we recapped last week's visit to Disney's Hollywood studio for Disney Vacation Club Moonlight Magic. We talked about a lot of the things we experienced, all the fun we had, the friendships that we were able to create and also enhance. We had some great friends join us. We had such an amazing time with them out there at the parks. Talk about the unique characters we met and saw, and just a lot of fun that was there. And we also talked about the next day when we went to the Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival, talked about the things we experienced there and some of the food we enjoyed as well. So yeah, please check that out at your leisure. And yes, there will be a video version of that coming. Should be dropping, I believe, tomorrow. I think I'm probably going to be editing it this evening. Should be ready for you tomorrow. So yeah, those will be available for you whenever you get a chance. And if you've listened already, thank you. If you've watched any of our shows, listened to any of our shows, appreciate you so much. Thank you so very much. All right, gonna get out of here, get my Monday started. Hopefully it's not too very Monday, but either way, we're gonna get through it, and we're gonna get through it together. And as I like to say every single day, please, please, please keep on sharing that kindness. Keep on sharing those smiles. And of course, keep on sharing that positivity. I will be back with you tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m.-ish, to do all those things with you once again. Until that time, everybody, have a magical day. Have a wonderful Monday. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.